Episode 9 begins with the fallout from what happened in the previous episode. And this time, the consequences are irreversible. Richie, the man who has kept his empire tightly controlled, is rocked to his core when he learns of Serafina and Brendan's betrayal. The two people he trusted most have been plotting behind his back. It's not just a small betrayal, it's a ruthless power move, and it hits Richie in the one place he's always felt safe, his inner circle. But this betrayal doesn't stay hidden for long. The moment Richie finds out, the chain reaction begins. Maeve, who has always stood close to Eddie, suddenly starts questioning everything. Her loyalty, once unshakable, begins to tilt toward Kevin. Eddie's position becomes shaky, and Maeve's trust in him begins to fade. In MobLand, trust is currency, and Eddie might be going bankrupt. Meanwhile, far away from the heart of betrayal, Antoine, Lord Pennock, Isef Khalil, Home Secretary Sui Sharma, and Bella make a mysterious trip to London. The show doesn't clearly reveal why they're meeting, but the tension around them suggests something big is brewing, something political, something deadly. Their silent looks and guarded discussions only add more suspense. It feels like war is coming, and these are the people pulling the strings from behind the curtain. As if that wasn't dark enough, we get one of the most disturbing scenes of the season. Kevin, pretending to be an Uber driver, confronts and kills his abuser, Rusby. This isn't just about revenge, it's about trauma. Kevin has been carrying the weight of his assault for a long time, and this moment shows his psychological breaking point. It's raw, it's violent, and it forces us to look at something often ignored in shows like this. Male victims of sexual abuse. Kevin's pain is real, and now it's turning into rage. He's not the same man we met before. He's unpredictable, and that makes him dangerous. Back at the Falkland Arms, tensions explode during a sit-down meeting. Harry reveals that Jaime is secretly planning a meeting that could shake up the power structure. He also drops a bombshell. Details about Richie's fentanyl operation. This isn't just criminal anymore, it's chemical warfare, and Harry knows how to use the truth like a knife. Enter Tadasel, the man who operates in shadows and threats. He uses both to force Alice, whose real name is Nicola, into a dangerous undercover mission. Her target? The Harrigan household. The risk? Everything. As she infiltrates the family, a tactical police team and even air support are tracking her every move. One wrong step, and she's not just caught, she's dead. Then there's the quiet but tense exchange between Maeve and Gina. Their conversation is layered with family secrets, old wounds, and changing loyalties. There's a subtle insult about Gina's parentage and a stern warning to stay away from Eddie. It's a reminder that in MobLand, nothing is just a conversation. Every word is a weapon. By the end of this section, Tadasel and Rich's plan is crystal clear. They want Alice to bring down Conrad and Maeve. The trap is set, the police are ready, and it seems like the Harrigan family is walking straight into it. But here's the twist. Harry's loyalty is uncertain. He's playing both sides, and no one knows which way he'll swing when the final moment comes. As the episode moves forward, the cracks within the MobLand empire grow deeper and more dangerous. The facade of control and power starts to crumble with every passing moment. Maeve and Conrad, two of the strongest players in this game, are caught in a deadly dance where trust is scarce, and every move could be their last. The tension between them is palpable. Anger, fear, and betrayal collide in every glance and word. Their relationship isn't just complicated, it's a powder keg waiting to explode. Maeve, once fiercely loyal to Eddie, finds herself drifting toward Kevin. This shift in allegiance is more than just personal. It signals a larger fracture in the power structure. Kevin's recent actions, fueled by pain and revenge, give him a new edge that others are beginning to notice. His relentless pursuit of those who wronged him turns him into a wild card. The unpredictability of Kevin's next move keeps everyone on edge, especially Eddie, who now sees his world tilting dangerously. Meanwhile, Conrad's arrogance and thinly veiled threats add fuel to an already raging fire. His racist remarks, delivered with a chilling calmness, reveal a man who believes he's untouchable. But beneath his bravado lies a man aware that his grip on power is slipping. His constant battle with Jaime over alliances and territory further destabilizes the fragile peace. Jaime's calculated moves show she's playing a long game, one that could leave Conrad isolated and vulnerable. The dinner scene at the Falkland Arms is a masterclass in tension. What should have been a quiet meeting turns into a battlefield of wills. Harry sits mostly silent, a shadowy presence. He watches as Maeve, Conrad, Jan, and Alice, who is desperately trying to keep her undercover role intact, engage in a war of words. Jan's fear is evident. She barely speaks, weighed down by the danger surrounding them. Alice, despite her skills, struggles to maintain her cover, revealing cracks in even the most carefully constructed plans. Conrad and Maeve's interactions during this dinner are particularly explosive. Their shouting matches, breaking bottles, and biting insults showcase a relationship built on pain, betrayal, and unresolved anger. Instead of bringing calm or strategy, this scene highlights how far both have fallen. They are no longer allies in a common cause, but opponents in a battle for survival. At the same time, the police presence looms large over the Harrigan household. Every move Alice makes is watched, every conversation listened to. The tension of potential capture adds an edge of suspense. The audience can feel the tightrope she's walking. One false step and the whole operation could collapse. The revelation of the police's tactical squad and air support isn't just background detail. It's a clear signal that this episode is hurtling toward a violent climax. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the pressure on every character is immense. With law enforcement closing in and betrayals coming to light, the game's rules have changed. Meanwhile, Harry's secretive nature continues to raise questions. His dual loyalty creates uncertainty. Is he protecting Richie's interests, or does he have his own agenda? His silence speaks volumes, and his actions in the next moments could tip the balance of power in unexpected ways. As the episode progresses, it becomes clear that MobLand is not just about crime or power. It's about survival. Each character is fighting to protect themselves, their secrets, and their place in a world where betrayal is the only constant. With alliances shifting and old friendships dissolving, the tension builds to a breaking point that promises a shocking conclusion. This episode digs deeper into Kevin's harrowing journey, shining a harsh light on his pain and the dark places it drives him toward. Kevin is no longer just a victim. He's transformed into a man consumed by vengeance. His mental state, already fragile from the trauma he endured, unravels further as he confronts his past in brutal, unsettling ways. This storyline brings a raw and emotional intensity that is both gripping and uncomfortable, reminding viewers that revenge is never clean or simple. The scene where Kevin impersonates Rusby's Uber driver and confronts the man believed to have assaulted him is one of the most chilling moments in the entire season. It's not just about physical violence, it's about the storm of emotions Kevin is trying to control. The shooting is chaotic and almost surreal, leaving viewers questioning whether Kevin's actions are driven by clarity or madness. The ambiguity of the scene, was this truly the abuser, adds to the suspense and leaves us uneasy about what comes next. It feels like Kevin is on the edge of losing himself completely, and the world around him is dangerously close to following. This subplot also highlights an often overlooked issue. Male victims of sexual abuse. By focusing on Kevin's struggle, MobLand challenges viewers to empathize with a type of victim rarely portrayed on screen. It's a difficult, gritty storyline that's handled with a mixture of care and rawness, giving it a haunting power. However, some moments feel rushed or confusing, leaving a sense that this arc could have been explored more deeply and clearly. Beyond Kevin's revenge, his relentless pursuit unsettles everyone around him. His actions ripple through the mob's underworld, creating fear and paranoia. People begin to realize that Kevin is no longer predictable or controllable. He has become a force of chaos, and that uncertainty threatens to destabilize the already fragile balance of power. Meanwhile, other characters continue their own power plays. Harry, the shadowy figure whose loyalty is never certain, uses the chaos to his advantage. His quiet presence during the critical moments of the episode hints that he may have plans that go beyond simple loyalty to Richie or the mob's current leaders. Harry's silence is a mask, and beneath it lies a dangerous game of strategy and survival. The tension between the rival factions grows stronger as the series edges toward its climax. The scale is tipping against the Heragrojans, and their pieces begin to fall into place with ruthless efficiency. The mental chess game between the warring sides is intensifying, and every move matters more than ever. Alliances shift, secrets are revealed, and every character faces the harsh reality that trust can be their downfall. At the same time, the episode's pacing builds toward the inevitable confrontation. The audience feels the mounting pressure, the gathering storm that promises a violent and unpredictable finale. The stakes are raised, and no one, whether hero or villain, is safe from the fallout. In this atmosphere of danger and betrayal, every choice feels weighted with consequence. The fragile bonds holding these characters together are stretched to breaking points. Some will fall, others will rise, but all will be changed forever by the ruthless betrayals revealed in this explosive episode. The dinner scene in this episode is one of the most intense and revealing moments in MobLand Season 1. It's meant to be a gathering to cement alliances, but it quickly unravels into chaos, exposing just how fragile and fractured these relationships have become. The atmosphere is thick with tension and unspoken threats, and what unfolds is a powerful display of raw emotion, mistrust, and desperation. Harry, who usually keeps a low profile, sits silently at the head of the table, his presence looming over everyone else. Despite being a key player, he says little, and this silence only adds to the weight of the moment. His mysterious nature and unclear loyalties make him a wild card, someone whose next move could change everything. At the table are Maeve, Conrad, Jan, and Alice, the latter trying desperately to maintain her undercover role. Alice's struggles reveal the immense pressure she's under. Her usual confidence is shaken as she fields tough questions, each one threatening to expose her true identity. This vulnerability makes her moments of strength even more compelling, showing that beneath the surface, she's fighting a battle just as intense as the mob war raging outside. Jan's silence speaks volumes. Fear grips her so tightly that she barely utters a word. Her quietness contrasts sharply with the loud, heated exchanges between Maeve and Conrad. These two characters dominate the scene, their volatile relationship on full display. Their interactions are a mix of threats, insults, and bitter memories, with each trying to assert dominance while hiding their own weaknesses. The arguments escalate quickly, turning the dinner into a battlefield. Bottles shatter, voices rise, and the tension spirals out of control. Instead of the unity the dinner was supposed to symbolize, the scene highlights how far the characters have drifted apart. Their bickering and fury reveal the deep wounds and resentments that have built up over time. Maeve and Conrad's toxic dance is emblematic of the entire MobLand universe, relationships built on pain, betrayal, and fragile trust. They can't seem to reconcile their past with the present, and their explosive clashes underscore the dangerous instability of the group. As the scene concludes, the arrival of the police tactical squad and air support marks the turning point. The net is closing in, and it's clear that the authorities are ready to strike. Alice's undercover mission has brought the police to a critical moment, and the tension reaches a fever pitch as everyone braces for what's to come. The simultaneous threat of law enforcement and the internal betrayals within the mob create a perfect storm. The characters are caught between collapsing alliances and an unstoppable external force. The pressure cooker atmosphere promises a violent and shocking climax that leaves the audience on the edge of their seats. Finally, Conrad and Maeve's arrest brings this volatile chapter to an explosive close. Their final moments together, filled with threats, knife-wielding, and broken promises, perfectly capture the essence of MobLand. Here, loyalty is fleeting, and the past is quickly forgotten as everyone moves on to the next dangerous game.